Hi, friends. Thanks for stopping by my channel, Medusa's Corner. So, today, what I want to talk about is actually what I want to do is I want to answer uh, a viewer question a question that I saw in the comments, basically asking how do you channel messages from Belial. So, you can either do a formal process or, depending once you have built a relationship with the demon or the deity or whoever it is you're trying to channel, then you don't necessarily need to do a really formal ritual or invocation or anything like that. You can just call them, and communicate with them that way. But basically, what you're doing is number one, you are raising the energy of the space you happen to be working in. So you're raising your sacred space. Whatever method you want to use to raise your sacred space, that's what you need to do. But basically, what you're doing is you're elevating the vibration of the place that you are going to perform your ritual in, and you do that. Uh, because you are attempting to communicate with beings that vibrate at higher frequencies than you do, uh, typically. So, in order for you to do that, you need to raise your space. You raise the energy, raise your vibration, you know. And once you've done that, then you need to once you've raised your sacred space and you are in a deeply meditative trance like state, that is when you call out to whatever deity you're going to communicate with. So, if you're new, then you're going to use, and you want to communicate with, say, Belial or Lucifer or Lilith, you're going to want to get their sigil and you're going to want to go ahead and get there in. And what you're going to do is you're going to start chanting their in. You could either vibrate the in. Some respond better, when you sing their in, you know. But whatever method works for you, go ahead and use that to connect. And what you're really going to be doing is observing everything that is happening, all the thoughts that come into your mind as you are communicating and giving them whatever your petition is. Um, so, yeah, I mean, you can do that, and there are different ways to get into a deeply meditative and trance-like state. You're really, I've found that when I focus on my breathing, when I do a lot of breath work, like when I tried to learn Gong, um, or Qigong, I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name, but it's a good way to practice because it really opens you up, and you basically are controlling your breathing. You're breathing in reverse. So and if you follow the draconian path, these are some of the exercises that they're going to have you do, because this is what's going to connect you to spirit. This is what's going to, these exercises are going to help you to form a deep communion with these spirits, these energies, um, and because you need to do this in order to um, be able to identify what is your voice versus what is someone else's voice outside of you. So I know if you do the exercises and just say sit in silence for 15 minutes every day and just observe your thoughts, observe how you think, observe yourself, observe the sensations that you have on along your body, you really get to know yourself, then that's going to aid you, because then you're going to have a um, better chances of really knowing when a demon is talking to you and when it's just your ego filling in words that make sense, that'll give you, what you want, but it's really not the demon. So, once you start hearing words that are so far away from how you normally talk, chances are that's the demon that you called. And what I end up doing is, whenever I go into ritual, whenever I do any work, I basically I always have my journals with me, and some since Belial is my patron, I have multiple journals dedicated specifically to him, and so um, in these journals, I will that's when I write down, the messages that he gives me, the word, and some of them are the a lot of times he speaks in riddles, or it's never a direct answer. It is a direct answer, but it's the way he talks. Sometimes you have to really um, read and try to understand what it is he's trying to tell you, because it's depending on his mood. Sometimes he won't speak directly, and he won't. Well, I don't know about other people, but in my experience, when I have communicated with him, sometimes he speaks in riddles, sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he's in a good mood, sometimes he's in a really rotten mood, and he is not so nice, you know. And when he's not so nice, usually it's for a reason. But that's when you get some of his, or I will get some frustration, especially if it's frustration with me in whatever we're working on together, but generally speaking, getting back to the topic, what you need to do is you need to go ahead and build up your psychic senses. If you want to communicate with these demons, if you want to channel these demons, build up your psychic senses. Do exercises to build up your third eye. Do exercises to build up your ability to astral project without help from them. Build up your experiences, to your ability to see with your inner eye, you know. Do meditations, do path workings that strengthen those abilities, because those are the abilities that you're going to need in order to effectively receive communication from these demons. And if and not everybody is clairvoyant or clairaudient, you know, you might only just feel them. So if you only feel them, then what you need to focus on are the feelings that you have, the sensations you receive, so you really have to pay close attention to detail to what is happening to you when they are interacting with you, when their energy comes into your space. What is going on? What do you see? What do you hear? Do you hear other voices? You know, do do you see shadow? Do you what are you seeing? Can you see the dead? Do they bring the dead with them? You know, these are things that you really need to focus on when you're trying to communicate with deity. So, I mean, you can, no, these are things that you need to really focus on um, if you want to channel, then yes, you need to build up your psychic senses, and you need to have confidence in your abilities too. Having minimal confidence in your abilities will slow down your progress. And the purpose of all of this is to advance in your path, advance in whatever purpose you have, because we all have a purpose here. So, and, you know, if just let me know if these methods work for you, if they don't, and if you need any assistance, feel free to contact me. Send me an email, and I will be more than happy to assist you. If you want consultation, if you want, you know, me to assist you, in your own practice, just let me know, and I'm sure we can come to some arrangement. Or if you just want to working, or you want help with the working, um, then contact me for that as well. So so yeah. Uh, um, so for anybody out there who channels messages from Belial or anybody else, what are some of your methods? How do you connect with deity? How do you connect with source? And what are your results? Do you have good results? Have they predicted anything that came true? I would love to hear about it in the comments. So yeah, thank you again for stopping by my channel. And until the next time, dark blessings.